honestly kind of like half of them are my favorite, not gonna lie. Hey everyone, Cole here at Kitschy Flower, and today's video is a little bit on the different side. So, I have some really fun and exciting news. So, I'm actually going to be collaborating with Screaming Mimis in New York. December 1st, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern, we are doing a vintage toy pop-up. So, I have curated a bunch of vintage toys, anywhere from the early 1910s up into the 1980s. And you guys know I love a good 60s and 70s toy, so there are quite a few of those. In today's video, I thought I would show a few items I am going to actually be bringing to the said pop-up. So I thought I would do a little bit of a ranking video. Now, I've never done one of these a single day in my life, so fingers crossed this goes well. I just thought, you know, why not do something a little new, have a good chance to show off some of the items I will be bringing this Friday. So I can't believe we're less than a week away. I'm going to hopefully be getting this video out Tuesday. Fingers crossed on that one. All right, so we are on the tiermaker.com. Thanks so much, Tiermaker. This was the first thing that popped up when I searched how to make a tier list for YouTube. So here we are. I broke them each down into categories. Honestly, all of them are like interchangeable. I mean, I picked all of the items that I'll be bringing, so in my opinion they're all good, so I just had a little bit of fun with it. The first category, we have Holy Kitsch. I guess that's like the highest ranking, I guess we'll say. All of these are going to be like pretty interchangeable. The next one is Oh You Ate That Diva Doll, so pretty self-explanatory there. The one after that is I'll Take Two Please. After that is Roar Retro, throwback to MySpace. I actually never had a MySpace. So the last category is Should Have a Stan Army on Twitter/X. And again, that's pretty self-explanatory. So I guess we'll start off with, oh gosh, I guess starting off with, okay, so I have a My Little Pony. This one is a flocked one from the 80s. I'm gonna go ahead and put her in raw retro because she is definitely more retro, being from the 80s. Gotta love a little My Little Pony moment. So I guess next off we are going to do Emerald the Enchanted Witch Doll. She is from the 1970s. She is, honestly, I'm gonna put her in Holy Kitsch. She's one of my favorite like vintage pieces. By far, I'm bringing / have in my own collection. I have a total of 8 other than her. So you are getting one piece straight from my collection, which is the Emerald the Enchanted Witch Doll. So next off, we have a German antique bisque doll. This one is jointed. She has a composition body. I think I'm gonna put her in I'll Take Two of These Please, which actually I am bringing to the, how many times can I say two? To the pop-up, I'm bringing her and another blonde Daisy doll. So really excited about those. Next one is Chubby Tubby. This one has been restored by yours truly. I did really want to bring a few items that have been restored and, given second life by yours truly. So this one actually does have a full restoration video. I'll try to leave it down in the description. But he is really fun, just like new, honestly. So absolutely adore Chubby Tubby. That was actually Rushton's first big success. Next off, I do have actually I think another one of my favorites, and he's just gonna go up to Holy Kitsch. This is a large and in charge. I think he's pushing 3 feet. This is a Rushton rubber face artist bunny. He is in really nice shape. He still has his little painter's palette. He still has his little felt vest, his little beret. I actually found this guy many moons ago in Alabama. I think there's a old YouTube video. I'll also try to link it down below if I can find it. But yeah, I've been holding on to him for a special occasion. And then we have a 1950s, still in her original box, bride doll. So she stands about 6 inches. She is from the early 50s. Where do I think I should put her? Honestly, I'll take 2, please, because, like, could you imagine 2 bride? Actually, I do have another boxed bride doll, but another one of her, then they could, like, marry each other, and I think that'd be pretty cute. So we're gonna put her in I'll take 2, please. Next off, we have, we have Tiffany. I'm like blanking on her name. We have Tiffany Taylor. There is a smaller version of her, which is named Tuesday Taylor. I'm definitely gonna put her in OU8 with that diva doll. I don't think the picture I chose for her is the best. I'll try to insert a picture here. Oh my gosh, this doll is like, just like, I feel like Barbie wishes. She's just really, really tall. She has these great lashes, the blue neon eyeliner, and like the whole gimmick about her is her head like swivels, so hair colors. Really, really gorge. I would honestly just like a little army of those. Honestly, no, I'm gonna put her in should have a stan army on Twitter/X, because I solemnly agree with that. Next off, we have a vintage Cupid doll, and I'm honestly gonna put him straight in should have a stan army, just because it's Cupid, and I feel like he kind of already does, in my opinion. I mean, it's Cupid, come on. Next off is we have 1960s Alan, which is Ken's best friend, Barbie's boyfriend. I don't know how good of friends they were because he was discontinued like a year after he was released. So yeah, he's pretty fantastic. He really grew popularity once the Barbie movie came out. He was actually played by Michael Cera in that. So I'm gonna say I'll take 2, please, because I really, really do like an Alan. I feel like maybe 2 years ago you couldn't pay people to pick them up, but now they're like such a hot commodity, and I actually am really here for it. So next in the Barbie cinematic universe, I guess she wasn't really even featured in the Barbie movie, so scratch that. We have Scooter, which is Skipper's best friend. I really, really like her. Yeah, all the vintage Barbies I am bringing have all been cleaned and restored by yours truly. None of them really needed like a face up or anything. I've just really gone ahead, restyled their hair if they've needed it, and just given them a good wipe down / outfit. So I'm gonna put her in, honestly, I'll put her in OU8, that diva doll, because she's really giving. I like her a lot. Next off is we have one of the few of the Moody dolls. These are, they stand about 2.5 inches. Each one had like a different expression. This one is a bleach blonde diva, and I'm gonna put him in RAR Retro. Yeah, you can't go wrong with these. If you're just starting to collect toys, I think these would be a great option just because they are tiny and you can fit a bunch of them in a small space, which I feel will be a recurring theme here in today's video because I do like tiny things. All right, so next off we have a old teddy bear. I do believe this one's dating back to the 1930s. He honestly is just too precious. I love a vintage bear that has definitely seen its day, and he has a lot of life left in him. So I'm gonna put him in should have a stan army on Twitter/X. However you like to call the platform now. Ooh, now we have Francie, which, oh, I love a vintage Francie doll. This is Barbie's modern cousin from England. She's going right in OU8, that diva doll. So next off, we have a JL Prescott Squeak Elephant. I absolutely love this guy. He definitely has a creepy cute appearance, which I love. And so I'm gonna put him in I'll take 2, please, because I actually do have 2, so that's why I'm parting with one of them, because he's really precious. So next off, I have a vintage Barbie Skipper and Francie case. This is a really, really good case. I absolutely love picking these up. They make really great wall art if they're the thinner ones. So I'm gonna actually put that in Holy Kitsch because I had never come across this Barbie case, at least in the IRL. Next we have a vintage pincushion doll. She is absolutely fab, from the 20s/30s. Ooh. Where am I gonna put her? Honestly, I'll put her in Ooh, You Ate That Diva doll. Yeah, I think that's a good pairing. Okay, so next off we have a Edward, oh actually no, scratch that. We have a Sun Rubber Squeak Lamb. Really cute, actually in keeping with Edward Mobley. If you weren't familiar, Edward Mobley was actually the lead designer at Sun Rubber for many of years, and then he decided to pick up and do his own thing, which then we got the Edward Mobley Company. And yeah, so this was by the company he used to work for. So I'm gonna put him in Raw Retro. And then we have Elf herself, which was a vintage like pixie elf doll, I do believe from the early 80s. She is really fantastic. This one just so happens to be in her original box, so I'm gonna put her in Raw Retro. Next off, we have a vintage crocodile/alligator. He's one of those. Do crocodiles or alligators have polka dots? Or at all? I don't know. So I'm gonna put him in, honestly, he still has his original little My Toy hang tag. I'm gonna put him in Holy Kitsch because he's like really, really good. So you unzip his mouth and it works as the like bag part. Honestly, if somebody made him into a purse, I could definitely see that. Next we have another pajama bag, which, oof, this one is also really, really good. This one is a 50s poodle, a like fluorescent like yellow. Absolutely love. I had my hair that color once upon a time, so I think I'm pretty partial to yellow. Again, I'm gonna put her in Holy Kitsch because like what's more kitsch than a vintage poodle pajama bag that is like insane yellow? I mean, come on. So next off we have a vintage antique composition doll. Sorry, my brain like took a second to process. Really, really fun. I think this one's made by Ideal. Had to bring a few creepy babies to the pop-up with. So I'm gonna put her in I'll Take 2 Please because I definitely have more than 2 in my home. So next we're gonna do the vintage California Raisin little pose doll. I just think he's so wacky with his gloves and like kind of platform shoes. I'm gonna put him in Raw Retro. Next off we have a vintage rubber face bear. He has seen some life. He does have some age to him, but I definitely think that a patina to him makes him him, honestly, if that makes sense. I just think old bears that have some age to them are just too good. So I'll put him in I'll Take 2 Please. Next off, we have a vintage Kamar custom Gigi Dones doll. I am only parting with this is because I have another one coming on the way. I, hands down, love, love, love these vintage Kamar dolls. They are really hard to find. This one has been rerooted, so given a fresh head of hair by yours truly. Did do it in the keeping of the original platinum hair color, but added a few inches just to make her unique of her own. So the vintage shallot hat doll is going straight into Holy Kitsch because she is honestly incredible. Definitely encourage you to come out to the pop-up, but if you do, definitely give her a look. Just looking at her eyes and the way they're sculpted, just in my opinion, breathtaking when it comes to toy design. So next off, we have a vintage Wendy boxed doll. So this one is a Barbie clone, but she does still have her original bride outfit in her original box. Honestly, she's more in the style of like the Build Lily dolls, which was from the same era. I'm gonna put her straight in OU8 with that diva doll, because like, she really did. Next off, we have a vintage late 50s, early 60s, mid-century large and in charge bunny. This is like 2.5 feet. I've had this guy for quite some time. He is really, really cute. I love a vintage bunny, what can I say? So I'm gonna put him in I'll Take Two, because I would honestly like honestly, no, I feel like he could have a small Stan army. Next off, I'm gonna do a vintage Kittle doll. I love these dolls. These are made from Mattel, the same maker of Barbies. These came out in the mid to late 60s. I'm gonna say I'll Take Two, because like, I've said a few times before, you can't just have one Kittle. So next off, I'm going to do one of my Japan Pose dolls. These are so good. I have a few of these I will be bringing. Off, we have a vintage 1970s Dream Pet. This one just so happens to be a turtle with a little hat and bow tie. Next off, we're going to do Barbie's first ever erased sister. So we have Tootie. This is in the little rain set. These dolls were from the early 60s. Unfortunately had a short run. Over the years, Barbie definitely phased in and out of having different siblings. So she was just, you know, the first one phased out. So we'll put her in Raw Retro. Next off, we have a vintage Little Miss No Name doll. These dolls are definitely a cult classic in the vintage toy community. Definitely have a unique look to them, beloved by many. Yeah, so I'm gonna put her just straight up on Holy Kitsch. They were only on shelves for about a year. They unfortunately scared children over time, so really good. So next off, we are going to do vintage Dale. This is Dawn's friend. Fortunately, she's a little bit on the harder to find side when it comes to Dawn dolls, but knew I had to bring one of her to the vintage pop-up, so did put her right up at U8 with that diva. And then we have a vintage 1930s hand muff doll. Really good. The face paint on this one is just too good, and I could honestly see her having a little Stan army. So thank you guys so much for watching my first ever tier list. Definitely let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments, if there was a certain item that might have been your favorite. So again, it is going to be this upcoming Friday, December 1st, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern. I will leave the RSVP email in the description. So if you are in the New York area and would like to stop by, I would love that. There will be, of course, some complimentary cocktails. There will be some food, so you can sip, eat, and shop. So I'm really excited. I'm so looking forward to everyone coming out. Thank you. A huge shout out to Danny at Screaming Mimes for inviting me to do a pop-up with you guys. I am just over the moon. See you guys in the next. I am so excited. Yeah. All right. Bye, everyone.